Rhea Ripley is BRAT inserting herself into WrestleMania match. Vaquer makes history defeating Giulia, becoming double NXT Women's Champion. Bayne is F5ing everyone, getting monster push in AEW. Tessa continues to be Tessa. And Meta Girls cross over to TNA, eyeing on Elegance's Tag Team Championship. Oh, and let's reveal the special guest for Ring the Bell's first official party this Mania weekend. Welcome if you're entering the Bell, this is DS and this is your Women's Wrestling Weekly. Another packed week of wrestling, and we have a special announcement for Ring the Bell's first official party this WrestleMania weekend in Las Vegas, so stay tuned for that, go subscribe, and let's start with SmackDown. So WWE SmackDown is in Barcelona this week, and we got BFAB versus Charlotte Flair. It's Charlotte's first big return singles match and huge opportunity for BFAB. This was a fun match. Charlotte looked relaxed and she was having a lot of fun in here. She pulled out classic Charlotte, now better known as Vaquer's humping move, I'll say. And people cannot be serious calling Charlotte a move deaf and whatever, because she's been doing this move for like freaking years. But I guess in turn, props to Stephanie and Booker T for making it so new. And Charlotte did do her thing to like little sex it up a little bit with that cheeky tongue. BFAB did really well too, obviously charisma oozing, but I think her selling was really standing out here. That natural selection sell was great. And at the end, Charlotte taps BFAB out with figure 8 and doesn't let go for WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton to run out for a save for a huge brawl, and they go at each other's throat with a huge security break apart, and Tiffany lands huge swanton from the top rope to outside on everyone but Mrs. Charlotte. But no shade, still amazing. I mean, the brawl was really fun, but it was also kind of funny that they were both out there in sparkly pink two pieces in their blonde hair, brawling, giving almost like a mirror match vibe. Then later in the show, they come back out again, brawling through the Miz TV segments, and this time Tiffany swanton off of Titantron to everyone. Still missing Charlotte Flair. Just kidding, I'm just being silly about it. It looked epic. It definitely looked epic. Felt like some go-home show for WrestleMania type of brawl, so I was really like pumped about it. Excited to see how they escalate even more from this. I'm very intrigued to see how they do it. I'm satisfied though. Then we got this intimate segment with Jade Cargill being interviewed before the show even begins, out in this empty arena with Katie Kelly, and you know Jade was like Bianca and Naomi got to do their Academy Awards performance last week, so this week I'll do mine. So she talks about a few things. First of all, she's physically fine to come back. The reason she didn't reach out to anyone, because that was kind of like weird thing, like why couldn't she just text? The reason she didn't reach out to Bianca was that after Naomi's attack, she couldn't believe that Bianca would just team up with Naomi like nothing happened. But more interestingly, she said she only saw Naomi running away, not actually attacking her, and that's the only reason she knows that's Naomi. So does the plot thicken here? Like what if this was some like Murder on the Orient Express situation where everyone attacked Jade together or something like that? But anyway, Liv Morgan's like ha 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 ha, comes out to interrupt, saying that she got blamed for the attack for weeks for no reason, calling her a loser. Jade then challenges Liv for a singles match next week on SmackDown, with Liv accepting it, but she tells Jade not to get pushed onto any cars until then. No, Liv ate that. Jade also did a really good job with this interview selling her emotions here. This is some quality storyline they're having right now. I love it. And backstage, Zelina Vega challenges Chelsea Green for the Women's US Championship, but Piper says she will need to go through her first.
OMG, it's actually happening. Our first official Ring the Bell party!
Yeah! So WrestleMania weekend, everyone's there, and there's so many events happening, but I always thought was like, where's the event for Diva stands, right? Where is it? So you know what? We decided to throw it ourselves. So you probably saw that like mysterious promo I posted. It's all censored and everything.
Totally.
And you guys, you know, some of you Diva stands were like...
They're detectives.
That's them.
Hire all Diva stands as FBI agents right now.
Let's just reveal it right now. So the first one, I'm surprised that you guys didn't get her.
Yeah, I felt like it was kind of obvious.
Literally my sister.
Yeah, that's why I said kind of obvious.
She's
for
my
sure.
Nuna. Gail Kim. The WWE TNA legend Gail Kim joining us. And the next guest is going to make this party foxy holiday. We got Alicia Fox joining us. And do you want to say the last part?
Of course I want to say the last part. And a very special guest who I cannot personally wait to meet, Kelly. Yay!
I am so excited for this. Kelly's gonna hit some K2 on Paloma.
I mean, there's only one way to find out, and that's to be there in person. Not only that, but we're gonna have special performances by DJ Rekno and DJ Hershey, mixing up diva entrance musics to this amazing dance playlist.
And we got special drag performances by RuPaul's Drag Race James Mansfield and her drag daughter Bryce Mansfield, who's gonna do a WWE themed drag show.
I can't wait.
That's gonna be so good.
And of course, I cannot wait for this part. We're we're gonna have a catwalk competition. I cannot wait to see what you have. Yes, you watching right now.
To feel in me, you know it. So grab your tickets right now at Eventbrite. We made sure that this party is super accessible.
We saw those ticket prices. You know, you have to travel there, pay for your hotel.
But thanks to our sponsor, QCare Plus, we're able to make this party for all of you Diva stans. Come join us. Make sure to grab the ticket before the event, because you can get the ticket at the club, but that goes straight to the club and it's actually more expensive.
Cannot wait to meet everybody. Cannot wait to see everybody. Cannot wait to see everybody strut their stuff.
And I'll see you guys all there. Party!
Let's party!
Alright, heading to Raw. Raw is in Belgium, and we had Dakota Kai versus Ivy Nile match. And actually, both of them got quite a nice reaction here. Ivy Nile with the "You Suck" chant for the team's theme song, and Dakota Kai was loved so much here. Anyway, this match was pretty quick. Nice German suplexes from Ivy, then Chad Gable distracts Dakota, letting Ivy hit her finisher, which looked amazing. I think she did this couple times though, right? I don't know why the commentators are so confused. Then Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee run out to take out American Maid, letting Dakota hit GTK for the win. This was a cute victory for Dakota. Hope she can continue this momentum. Hopefully she'll be IC champion soon. This match was cute.
It's fine.
Then we got this contract signing segment, Bianca Belair and Io Sky. Io was getting so much ovation, so much love here in Belgium, which was amazing to see. And Bianca was looking real cute with her reading glasses, because, you know, she has to read the fine print. She was actually getting booed here. I mean, this is kind of an interesting situation, because, like, we have 3 fanfare superstars all in this one feud, so you kind of never know who's getting booed. And this time it was Bianca. Anyway, Bianca and Io shares, like, warning shots about, like, last week and signs the contract. This was about to end as the most peaceful contract signing ever in the history of WWE, until, of course, Rhea Ripley comes out with crazy pop. Mommy is so freaking over. Anyway, she's out here arguing with Bianca about what happened last week, the week before that. Argue, and Io's just out there like, okay, I'm still the champion here. So she tries to intercept, but Bianca's like, not this time! So it starts a whole brawl, and the segment ends with Rhea headbutting Bianca onto the table, and Rhea powerbombs Io onto the table. Basically, Mommy takes out everyone, and table did not even break, which is kind of unfortunate, but whatever. Rhea then takes the contract and signs her name in there. That is not how contracts work, but here we go. So backstage, Adam Pearce is like yelling at Rhea, saying like, this is such a childish behavior. This is not how contract work. This is now how things work here in WWE. I mean, it really does, but no shit. Then Bianca and Io come back to continue to brawl, only for Rhea to stand tall yet again. Yes, she is standing tall on both of them twice in one night. She is never beating her Super Rhea allegations. I don't know, man. Is this really best WWE can do with their top 3 stars they have in women's division? What the hell is going on? It's kind of silly because I guess Rhea is the heel of this storyline, but like, let's be honest, nobody's booing Rhea because she is so over. But the writing makes her feel like a bratty loser. But the funny thing is, like, if you remember just a few weeks ago during a segment with Charlotte Flair, Rhea Ripley was talking about how like she used to be just a kid and like she deserves some respect now to teach Charlotte that she's not the kid anymore. Well, turns out she is still just a childish child with this childish behaviors. And this is not Rhea's fault at all. This is just one-dimensional writing from creative. In fact, remember that interview Rhea did right after she lost her title to Io? So these post-match interviews are usually from Superstar's head, not from creative team. That interview actually had so much depth, so much insight into who Rhea Ripley is as a character. That most likely came directly from Rhea. It's so sad because Rhea has a very clear direction of her character, but the creative is going the other direction. It's interesting to see what they're gonna do next to officially put Rhea in that triple threat match, because let's be for real, there's no way that WrestleMania is not gonna have Rhea Ripley in it. She's literally one of WWE's hottest stars. Also, what's worse is that both Bianca and Io is looking silly every single week. So I'm just like, I don't know. But you know, the match is gonna eat. The match is gonna eat. We all know that. I missed a segment, so I'm filming this separately. But Lyra, the IC champion, who is having a match with Raquel, she's having a defense next week. She goes up to Bayley because remember, Bayley defeated her clean for what was it? What was it for? For Elimination Chamber qualifier match. So Lyra's like, I really feel bad about that, blah blah blah. Like, so I'm giving you the championship opportunity after Raquel. So that will be fun. I wonder if that could be even WrestleMania angle. Heading over to NXT Roadblock, we got Jordynne Grace versus Roxanne Perez. This is a huge clash between the two best wrestlers in NXT. heck, WWE in general, and this definitely did not disappoint. Jordynne Grace is in another level in so many ways. Not only does she pull some mind-blowing power moves with so much ease, she's also an excellent storyteller in the ring. Her selling the injured knee throughout this match, but in places you normally wouldn't expect, were so freaking good. Like, people gagged when her knee gave out on the second rope. And when she initially couldn't stand up catching Roxanne mid-air, but she overpowers eventually, that there is just a good storytelling. She makes you care with showing us that she's not just almighty powerhouse. Roxanne, as always, she's a prodigy for a reason. She is just so clean, everything she does, and at the end, Jordynne takes out Roxanne with Juggernaut Driver, defeating the prodigy. Yeah, this match was amazing, so satisfied. Then we got this historic title versus title match, winner takes all. NXT Women's Champion Giulia versus NXT Women's North American Champion Stephanie Vaquer. The match that came kind of out of nowhere, but here we are. I mean, I gotta say, like, even before the match actually started, this looked so epic. Giulia and Stephanie standing in the ring next to each other, so much aura, it's wild. And I also love the touch of Giulia turning her hair blue for that extra color contrast with Stephanie's signature red. And this match was great as expected. Probably my favorite moment goes to Giulia seamlessly countering Vaquer's top rope spinal tap into triangular choke. That was wild to see. Love Giulia getting booed for reversing Steph's humping move only for her to do it herself. That was fun. And when Stephanie eventually does this move, the crowd explodes, and of course Booker T explodes. And the crowd just gets so excited about this move, they even like chant Booker T's name. Yeah, this is probably the most over move in wrestling right now, so again, congrats to you guys. At the end, Giulia clocks Stephanie with the knee, but Stephanie kicks out, and Vaquer then hits Giulia with back-to-back super kick, and then back-to-back SVB to dethrone Giulia, becoming the double champion. Ooh, yeah, this is a historic moment. It's such a huge moment for Stephanie, climbing up to the top of NXT Women's Division so quickly, and deservingly so. She's making quite a wave. People are loving her, obviously. But let's talk about Giulia, because I was too. Some of you guys are very confused as to like why Giulia suddenly dropped the title. So according to Wrestling Observer, Giulia needed some time off for a minor visa issue as well as an undisclosed injury. So that's the situation. I like the match in general. They had some really, really great moments. I wish though there were some bit more storytelling in between, just more emotions coming from the best friends duking it out for the top position, especially given the historic nature of this match. But unfortunately, I think we missed out a little bit on that storytelling front, but I'm still very satisfied about this. Backstage, we see Mickie James cut a heck of a promo for Jada Parker being her cheerleader here. I know this is like a typical Legend segment to get over a newer talent, but all I could think of watching this was, damn, Mickie is good. In fact, Mickie is one of the greatest promos in wrestling. No, she still wrestles like she's one of the top talents in pro wrestling right now until very recently. So hey, WWE booted her off of the LFG show for God knows why. I don't want to get into that whole drama because do not even get me started on it. What in the Hall of Fame mess is this if it's true? Like, did not expect that gossip in 2025. If she's off of LFG as a coach, maybe she should just come back as an in-ring competitor. Like, imagine her matches with Stephanie Vaquer, Sol Ruca, Giulia, barn fight with Fallon. Speaking of backstage, Fallon with Fatal Influence was whining about her needing a rematch for the North American title. So I think it could be kind of cool if both JC and Fallon come for Stephanie's title. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? It's kind of like the whole Becky Lynch situation, like defending both titles in one night. Moving to AEW, on Dynamite, Toni Storm comes out for a heck of a promo celebrating the Hollywood ending. I mean, everything she said was like mic drop after mic drop, and I'm like, oh my god, another mic drop, yeah! My favorite was like, I will never meow like because what's she even talking about? And she shaded both Mercedes and Athena, calling them belt collector and forever champion. Anyway, at the end, as she's doing the timeless pose, Megan Bayne comes out to attack her, laying the champion out. So this should be a very fun program. Then we got Willow Nightingale versus Penelope Ford. This match was fun. You know, I love both Willow and Penelope. I love Ford's Matrix stunner all the time. But Willow here blocks the second stunner from Penelope and sends her off with the pounce, pinning her, defeating her. Post-match, Penelope attacks Willow with a steel chair, but that was an interesting chair shot. Yeah, at this point, let's just say that Penelope has like steel chair allergy and like, let's just choose a different weapon. How about that? Anyway, Statlander comes out for a save and she's still a little awkward with her old bestie. Then Megan Bayne comes out again. She's busy this night and she takes out both Statlander and Willow and she gives Stat an F5, destroying everyone. Backstage, Billy Starks challenges Mercedes Moné for the TBS Championship, and Mercedes was hilarious here because she was still selling her getting kicked in her throat by Momo at Revolution Revolution. I mean, this match should be really, really fun. I also wonder if Mercedes is eventually coming for Athena's title after this. Also, just to quickly cover this, Mercedes also had this big North America indie debut or whatever at House of Glory, defeating Indy Hartwell. Mercedes looked really good here, by the way. Honestly, though, I expected a little bit more from Indy, not gonna lie. It was a good match. Like, this was really her chance to redefine herself, that she's so much more than who she was in WWE. Like, I wanted to see a lot more expanded movesets or a lot of more creativity. I don't, unfortunately, think she used it 110%, but that's just my humble homosexual opinion. Anyway, back to AEW Collision, we had Thunder Rosa versus Megan Bayne, and this was a really fun match. I love where Thunder gets to be really spicy. She brought the fight to Megan Bayne with the shotgun top rope dropkick, heck of a dropkick to Megan's chin, and she crossbodies onto Megan outside, but Megan catches her, and she hits F5 on the ramp, and when Thunder finally crawls back into the ring to beat the count, Megan hits her with another F5, defeating her. Post-match beatdown on Thunder, and Toni Storm runs in for a save, but she also gets taken out by F5. Yeah, this isn't Brock Lesnar level of monster push. She's destroying everyone. I mean, this is how I wanted Zarya to be booked in NXT. By the way, I thought Megan was like 6'3" at least. She's 5'8" according to Google, so that really speaks to how she's carrying herself like a titan here. I love it for her. Yeah, this was a fun match. I'm satisfied. And let's quickly go through TNA's pay-per-view Sacrifice, because this was a fun pay-per-view with 3 knockouts matches. So first we got Tessa Blanchard versus Lei Ying Lee, WWE Xia Li. I don't even know what to say about Tessa's getup here. Like, I guess she decided to double down on her go-away heat, with just like fully embracing that whole persona. I don't know. That's one way to go about it, to be honest. Sure, if that's what you want, go for it. The match was really good, as expected. I mean, Tessa is undeniable in the ring, and she's also good at making the opponent look amazing. I love when Lei Ying catches Tessa's kick, locking it in. That was beautifully done. And that twisting avalanche brainbuster was sick. That was really, really sick. Again, this was a good match, but TNA's presentation of Tessa continues to boggle my mind. And then we got the Knockouts Tag Team Championship, Danny, Luna, and Jody Threat versus Ash and Heather by Elegance, and the Personal Concierge. This was a 2-on-3 handicap match. Danny and Jody continues to be a really strong tag team. Some of their tag power moves are like really cool to watch. Yeah, they were just bulldozing over the by Elegance team, but the Concierge was keep distracting the champions every chance he got, so the Spitfire takes him out with the pressure drop. But using this distraction, Heather spikes Danny with a DDT to the outside, and Ash and Heather does this tag move submission double stomp combo for the win, becoming the new Knockouts Tag Team Champions. This is Ash's first TNA title, so congratulations, Ash. You worked really hard for this. But the lights go out as they're celebrating, and Meta-4, Lash, and Jakara from NXT crosses the line for a face-off with the new champions. Oh yeah, this will be so freaking good. Potentially the first NXT talents to win TNA titles? What do you think? Then we got the Knockouts Championship match, Masha Slamovich versus Cora Jade. I guess the Canadian Destroyer on the apron was really the highlight. That was really cool from Cora. She then hits Jaded DDT on Masha, but Masha escapes, and Masha takes out Cora with the pile driver to defend her title. I think this was a serviceable match. I enjoyed it. So that is it for this week's Women's Wrestling Weekly. Get excited for the DivaMania WrestleMania weekend. If you're coming to Las Vegas that weekend, you have to make sure to come hang out with us, party with us. Kelly, Alicia Fox, Gail Kim. What a freaking lineup, guys. So make sure to check out our Eventbrite page right on the pinned comment. And if you want to follow me on social media, you can find me at DShin on Instagram, Ring the Bell DS on Twitter. If you have any questions about DivaMania, ask me away. I'll be answering as soon as I can. And I'll see you next time. Bye.